Hi, here's how to export stems from a digital audio workstation. This isn't specific to Logic Pro, this is just the method of exporting stems from any digital audio workstation. So the first thing and the most important step is to save the project under a new name. I use the desktop for this. You can see I've already done this twice even. So I'm just going to name this I'm England export file 2. We're going to organise it as a folder so we can go into it after we've exported it. And we're going to check every single one of these boxes and press save. Okay, that's the most important part out of the way. That means we can't damage what we've been working on. So the next step is to take screenshots of the mix area. Now we don't need the fader information, but we need anything from the pan up. Now we're going to open delays, reverbs and modulation, and we're going to screenshot them. And you can screenshot anything you wish. If you've got a fantastic sounding EQ and you want the sonic characteristics of that, then screenshot it and I'll do some tweaks around that and I'll make sure that's as accurately represented as in your original project. We move on to automation. You can see there's some volume automation here. Make sure you get the track name in and screenshot that. And there's some more here. There we go. So now we're ready to start bypassing. Select everything. Turn off all effects and buses. Make sure there's nothing on your master chain. Make sure everything's unmuted. And make sure everything pans to the center. And with automation, we want to get rid of volume and pan automation. But if there's automation on a software instrument, such as a synth, which uses cutoff and resonance, so if that information is there, we're going to want to leave that. Also with piano, we're going to want to leave the sustain pedal information in. So it's very important not to press this button, delete all automation on selected track, and do not press this button. This is the danger button. Delete all track automation will delete every single bit of automation in your project. And what I find is that sometimes this button and this button, if you press them more than a few times, they start to become force of habit. What that means is you'll be working on a project and you want to get rid of some automation and you accidentally click that. And if you don't notice it and are able to press undo, then you're going to have to draw everything in again, and that's a horrible place to be. So as a rule of thumb, I always use the top button and none of these. So what that means is you're going to have to go and manually make sure you make the information visible that you want to delete. See, I nearly did it there. Okay. And this is very important. Preferences, recording project settings, general, use musical grid. We're going to want to turn that off. Now, what happens when we export with a musical grid is that tempo information gets stored in the files. Now, we don't want that when we're transferring audio from computer to computer, because it makes it hard to do any time correction, and if I press a wrong key, I can end up ruining the audio information, and it's something I'll have to re-download. So we're going to want to make sure that is definitely turned off, and we can tell if it's turned off when the grid is now numbered with time. Okay, so we've got our track header at the very start of the project. File, export, all tracks as audio files. We're going to want to go down to our project that we saved earlier, create a new folder called stems. It'd be great to just keep the stem file within the Logic project itself. We're going to want to bypass effect plugins, although we've already done that. We're going to want to make sure the include volume panel automation is unchecked, even though we've already gotten rid of the volume and panel automation. Normalization, we're going to have to turn that off. Bit depth, 16-bit, I always export under that. You can go up to 32-bit if you want, but 16 is fine, no audible difference. And export. And there we have it. Now I presume that your tracks are named correctly. These ones have been named correctly, but that is also a very important step. Screenshots. Drag them in. And your original mix as well. Let's pretend it's this clap file. Drag that in. And that'll let me A/B the project. Okay. And now we can press the file. That's it done. And we upload to a file sharing software such as WeTransfer or Dropbox, and we send that in an email. And essentially that is it. Okay, thank you very much.